Hello everybody, welcome to a new series based on all the Mons mod pack in Minecraft. We are going to start this series and it's basically going to feed you information about pretty much everything in this mod pack. The first video and this video is going to be about setting up your storage system. This is pretty essential, just makes your life easier throughout the whole mod pack in general, just full stop. And yeah, this whole 40-minute video is literally just about that. Absolutely insane. Um, so yeah, we're gonna make a series on this, basically going through pretty much everything in this mod pack. Um, what this about was basically we had a world originally, and unfortunately it did get deleted due to updating the mod pack, which was quite annoying. So we've had to restart. The original idea was to do these videos on there and basically show you how to do it through that. But since we started New World, I thought, you know what, double down. We'll make videos. We'll live stream this on Twitch as well, so everyone can watch live exactly what we're doing. Link will be in the description down below for the Twitch if you do want to watch it live and just see all the funny bits and us absolutely failing as content creators in general. Because a lot of that is all cut out here. This is pretty much strictly just information. So yeah, how this will work is, like I said, we'll go through all the mods in all the mods. But we'll primarily focus, once we get like a lot of the basic stuff out of the way, on the Pokemon stuff, because what we did realize is searching stuff up. There's about 4 videos that I found on this mod pack, and the rest of the information we had to get through ChatGPT, which is absolutely insane to me. There is a Discord, but that is sadly behind a paywall, which is really annoying. I think the information should be out there for everyone. So I'm not going to put timestamps in this because this is strictly just setting up storage, right? We'll make a video specifically for everything. It's a very in detailed guide. And I literally show you every single step along the way. So if you know about these sections, then you can skip these videos. I'll make a playlist, and eventually we'll keep adding to it, and eventually you'll be able to just find the video you want the information on specifically within the playlist, and then yeah. So for now, hope you enjoyed the deadlock clips in the background. We also do that on stream, but if not, we're mainly going to be doing Minecraft again. So enjoy the tutorial. Sorry it's so long. And for future reference, it might take me a while to upload future videos as well. My PC is dying doing this, and this has also taken several hours to make. In me recording this voiceover. So anyway, let's cut straight to the video. Welcome everybody to All the Mods Guide, where we discovered there's zero information on this fucking mod pack except from a couple easy guides on YouTube that only covers about half an hour of gameplay. And everything else is behind a fucking paywall on a Discord. So this is what we're doing now. We're making a fucking guide on all the mods. Yeah, do it yourselves. We have played a lot of this mod already. Then someone deleted the world, and we had to start again.
You say Daddy.
Yeah, such somebody totally old world could fuck us, right?
So, what we're gonna do is, I still have 2 maps, which is insane. If you want to play with your friends on a Minecraft world, first things first, you basically look up another guide, because I'm not going to go through it, but you need the Essentials mod. Alright? Get the Essentials mod. Add it to the mod pack. Done. Right. That's multiplayer worlds. There is plenty of guides on that, and that's not what we're here for. How this is going to work is, we're going to go through the mod packs that we know the best, and also explain the Mons stuff that we also know about. You can put in the comments or whatever what mod packs you want to see us try and explain. And trust me, we're not experts on every fucking mod pack, but we know how to make things pretty efficient. So,
It's debatable, but nobody else is
debatable,
doing it,
but
so
no one else is
you
doing
never
it, so
know.
you have no choice. Anyway, what we're going to specialize in at the beginning of this is Mystical Agriculture mod, as well as a couple of other mods. So we've got Applied Energy X2, which combines with, which is right here, which combines with Mystical Agriculture, which is right here, which combines with Mechanism, which is right here, which, I know, there's more, combines with the Power mod, which is also here. Yeah, we're going to be using these
Man,
four
I love
mods.
that nothing I do will be cared about until maybe like season 2 of this.
Yeah, season 2, where someone's
Oh,
going
I
to be
say
like, the auto mod protect one. Yeah. Yeah, when we get to season 2 of the series and the playlist is 40 videos long, when we get into magic, that's where that guy comes in. So, anyway, mystical agriculture and all that beautiful stuff. Basically, you want to go down to the mines. First things first, get your mining hats on, and you are looking for Inferium ore, which looks like this. Inferium ore. This stuff here, which will give you Inferium. Very simple. Very simple. This stuff here. And you're also looking for Prosperity down the mines. Prosperity, all same thing, just spawns down the mines, you will find it. This will also be the one limiting factor of the Mystical Agriculture mod, because there is only a limited amount. Unless you go down the bees mod, which is for a whole nother fucking part. But for now, you will be fine just getting the prosperity ore from the mines. And what you're going to do with that is you want to make these Inferium seeds. And what Inferium seeds is, we plant them, and they give us more Inferium. That solves that problem, infinite Inferium. Boom. Problem solved. Inferium is going to be the base of literally everything that we make in the Mystical Agriculture mod. Whether we upgrade it using infusion crystals and all that. To make all of this lovely stuff. The reason why we're going to do this is because you can basically grow pretty much everything in the mod pack with this mod. Anything from like bronze, coal, diamonds, netherite, uranium. You want food, you can grow rabbit essence, which gets you food, same with pigs. What I will say is before we jump into all of this, is we will be jumping through mod packs, and also this will be made a hell of a lot easier by playing with friends. Simply because if you're on the same team, you unlock achievements at the same time. And a lot of these seeds, for example, will give you a chance to get another type of seed. So if there's 3 of you, like we have here, then we have a chance to get 3 different types of seeds, and as you can imagine, that will snowball everything into effect. You've got mining, you've got your Inferium, you've got your Prosperity. Brilliant. Lovely. Now, once you plant your Inferium, you can do it like a normal farm. And we will build a farm for it a bit later on. The reason we're going to build it later on is because I'm going to show you the most efficient way to grow plants in the Mystical Agriculture mod. And by me, I mean mainly TJ, but I will also help as well.
Yeah,
So we are live streaming and recording this whole series, so you can see the steps.
Why's my audio gone again? God damn it. Why does Minecraft do this?
We are going to go into Applied Energetics now, because basically you can create an amazing storage system where when we build the farm, we're going to use harvesters to funnel it all into the system. So, you've got mining, you got your Inferium, you got your Prosperity, you've got your Inferium seeds. For now, you can plant them if you want, like a standard farm. Lovely. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to craft the charger, which is 5 iron, 2 copper. And you are going to basically do this. You will also craft a wooden crank, which is 4 sticks, 1 copper. And what you're going to do is you're going to sit here and crank the machine, and basically power will be going into this. Keep cranking, keep cranking, keep cranking until it stops. Eventually, like that. And what you're going to do then is craft a lovely compass, which is the one recipe I forgot to save. 4 iron, 1 redstone. Very simple. What you're going to do is right click the compass into this, and with all that stored power you just cranked into it, it's going to turn it into this meteor compass. And what this is going to do is it's going to show us the location of the nearest meteor, and the reason why we need this is because we're going to break into it, and we're going to break the center plus the crystals. What's it going to do? Well, it's going to give us presses for the other item we'll craft later on, which is 2 pistons, 5 iron, 1 copper, called the inscriber. But for now, let's go find a meteor and break into it. We're getting very close to this because we are going in circles, and as you can see, compass is now spinning like there's no tomorrow, and 2, this is Skystone. As fast forward the terrible singing. I like medium rare. No? I like medium rare. That's my sticks. This is weird. Ah, there it is. So, once you mine into the meteor, you are looking for this specific block, the mysterious cube. And what you're going to do is you're going to mine that. Unfortunately, it is underwater, and this is going to take 6 years, and I might die doing this, but... there we go. That's what we want. You get the guide, the inscribers, and all the other presses. Now, whilst you're here, what you also want is these blue cubes. And what these are is Citrus quartz, which are also the cornerstone of applied energetics, similar to the Inferium for... yeah. Give me air. Okay. Can't wait to cut that out.
Don't you dare.
Anyway, back to it. What we need, what would be real nice, is there is one called a flawless. Unfortunately, every time you do break these, they lose a durability, is the word I'm going to use. Any that are like chipped, for example, chipped or like damaged, you can place them down and they will grow these buds, basically. Which will give you the quartz, and again, that's used for like crafting recipes. We will get that. We'll get that. Alright. With any that aren't in this block form, the full Citrus, what you can do with those is you just turn them into that and you get Citrus block quartz. With anything that can grow them, you want to leave a 2-block gap in between them, so the crystals will grow. Like so, and they will grow crystals over time until they become damaged, and then once they look like the blocks that I put in the crafting before, then you can mine everything off it, and woohoo. Got this, that's what we need, and we got the inscribe presses. Lovely. Okay, making the inscriber. We've got iron, a little bit more. Make some pistons. Good job, me. Right, 2 pistons, 5 iron, 1 copper. Get the inscriber. This can also be powered by crank, if you wish. Here we will power this with the power mod. So, we put aside the energetics mod. We've got the basics done there. Power. So, lovely. Unlock that. We need to make this, which we need blaze powder or a lava bucket for. Which we might have blaze powder.
There's also an Adam Hall if you look on the map.
There is also a lava bucket. So we'll do that instead. As you can see, these are now starting to grow the crystals. see the pickaxe in the top right in the middle of the screen. When it's a tick, that means you can mine it and you'll get these crystals out of it. If you decide to mine it early, then what you will get is this dust, which has a few uses, but not as useful as the crystals, so don't go doing that too often. And yes, that is growable later on. Don't you worry. So, recipe: 2 clay balls, either charcoal, coke coal, normal coal will do, and make a lot of this dielectric paste. And then we make a dielectric casing, which we need these, which we need iron to make iron bars. And then we make these dielectric, however you pronounce them, rods. And then we make the casing. We claim our quest, because we get a free casing from that. Now what we are looking for is this furnace, Furnator starter. I can't wait for the editing. You're not going to be bothered to do. No. We got this far. So this is what that looks like. That recipe. We need more redstone. The redstone block. Okay. So we need tiny basic comparators, which come from basic comparator. Capacitor. Which, 4 iron. 2 of the paste, 1 redstone block. Make those, take half of them, make tiny ones, teeny tiny. Which means we can then make our first power source. Furnace. Furnator. Boom. Power source. As we quickly choke all the TMs. Back in the PC.
Alright, I didn't even know that was there. Until you did that.
Okay, so Furnator's great. Use coal. And that powers both of these. Way. Now if you want to use power cables, you want to use the Star Energy cables. Here's the recipe. Just iron nuggets, the same rods we were making, and another tiny capacitor. We'll make some of those a bit later on. Thanks. Shocking.
If you want to fight Mars, you should TP to me.
I can't want to wait till I get the IVs done.
Alright, so we got both of those power and all of that lovely stuff. So what we can do now is go back to applied energetics.
Will do.
It's going to take a lot of these to
Make
do
some-
these.
Ow.
Making these lovely chips. And before we do that, what we need is silicon. How do you make silicon? The dust from before, from the quartz crystals, is all going together. Now, if you don't know how to make these, what you simply do is you go to your inscriber and you take some of your quartz crystals and you put them in there. And what it'll do, it will crush it into dust. And we don't actually need that much because we have some here. What we do with this is we go to one of our lovely furnaces with no coal in it, apparently. This one does. And we chuck this in the furnace, which will give you silicon. Basically, what we're doing is making one of each of these processes. And we are going to slowly work our way down this tree. We also want to make a energy acceptor. And what this is going to do is all the power from the Fernator goes into this energy acceptor, which basically means that we can power our storage system, which will make our lives so much easier. That way you're not faffing about with making a whole separate power source. So what we do is we take our silicon, go back to our inscriber, and we find all the presses. But the press we need is the inscriber press. That inscriber silicon press. So we take that, chuck it in the top slot here, and we've got our silicon in that. And what it's going to do is it's going to make printed silicon. These are used for the base / top, looking at it, of all of our different chips. And again, we will be able to make silicon seeds. The main components for the chips is the citrus quartz crystals, gold, and sadly diamonds. Which again, don't worry, later on, guess what? We can grow it. There will be a count for how many times I say that, don't worry.
Good.
So, start with the engineer press, which I believe is diamonds. Yep. We're going to make one of each. Check that in there, and we get printed engineering circuit. How to make the actual chips themselves, you put the one that you made up the top there, and then you get the printed silicon, redstone in between, and then we should get an engineering chip. Engineering processor, my bad. Gold is for logic processors, and they where's the other one gone? Where are you? Same process. Whatever chip you're making, down top, put in silicon, redstone. Chip. I am not holding one of them. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. Logic. Engineer. Silicon. There it is. Calculation. Calculation press. 1 quartz. Okay, we have every single press. If you claim this, you get one thing. Lovely. Alright, let's make the energy acceptor. We need quartz glass. Quartz glass is pretty common. We used to make a lot of the machines in this. Also used to make storage cells and other chips. Anyway, we're making an energy acceptor. So for this, we need... Did we turn all of our stuff into... Yes, we did. So, we will make more. Turn that. More. Lovely. So, we can now make... No, we can't because we didn't get glass. There's our glass. 4 glass, 5 of the dust. Boom. Get that. Click on the energy acceptor. 1 copper, 4 iron, 4 glass. Energy acceptor. Boom. Now, what we can do is we can place this again next to the Fernator. But if you have it set up like I do, oh, look at these guys. Look at these. They're on the B mod. We'll get to that in another episode. But leave a space open so you can expand and power everything. Power mod is strong enough to power everything, pretty much, that we need for this playthrough. I don't think we've ever run out of energy through the power mod? Got the energy acceptor. We're going to craft the whole thing before we do it. And place it down. Now we need these terminals. And we want the crafting terminal. But we've got to make the ME terminal first. To make the ME terminal, we need one of these illuminated panels. We can make formation cores, and we can make annihilation cores. If we have quartz. Which we do! We have quartz. Oh no, we do have glowstone. I lied. The tutorial continues flawlessly. With no interruptions whatsoever. Now you might be wondering, how do we make flux? Well. We need these charged citrus quartz crystals. Now I got this from doing one of the achievement paths, but if you're not sure how to make it, what you do is you take the normal ones, chuck it in this, and literally 5 seconds, less than 5 seconds later. Now to make the flux dust, you need to find yourself a body of water. And what we're going to do is make flux crystals. And there should be a in-world transformation. You need the charged citrus quartz crystals, you need redstone, and you need normal nether quartz. Now to spare. Okay, attempt 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only made 2 for some reason. But that's enough, so we take it. And same thing with the other crystals. What we're going to do is go in here, crush them. And then we're going to go ahead and make a formation core with one of the chips we made, the logic processor. 2 of those. And we need another logic processor. Beautiful. Redstone, printed silicon. Lovely. And then we go back. The annihilation core. Now we have to make one more logic processor. This is a very step-by-step, in detail guide. Apparently. Apparently, that's what we're doing. And you can make the ME terminal. And from the ME terminal, we can make the ME crafting terminal, which will basically allow you to craft things straight from the storage. It is a convenience thing, and highly recommended. Make the crafting table. And then here's your recipe for that. Boom. So, we've got energy accepted, we've got the terminal. We now need the ME controller, which is like, it just basically powers everything. We need skystone, more flux crystals, engineer processing unit. Got that? You're wondering how I'm saving the recipes, by the way. It's A if you hover over it. So we just need to make more, which we need to charge 2 more of these bad boys. You can get rid of your crank at this point as well. And we go back to our body of water. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Is that 4? That's 8. Even better. Who is this guy? We ain't fucking diamond armor.
They should just found it in the ice.
Ah.
Curse of binding.
Oh.
Not turn that on.
So
See, good news though.
Hmm?
From it, I've got a Silver Touch book.
That is very good. Very good, very nice. To get skystone blocks, you simply smelt skystone. So we've got stuff away the ME terminal. Lovely. Claim all of this. And last, well, second to last step is we need the cables and then the actual storage. And then storage drives. So, we need these ME flux ME glass cable crystals, which we need this, which we need more of this, and we need more of this, sorry, and glass. So go here, make a couple of these, and then we go here, we take our flux crystals, cover them up, and we get 4 of these. Done. Take this, get this. Right. We do not need an ME chest. We just need an ME drive. So we need 2 diamonds. Which we're going to need another one of our silicon presses for. I had a little lamp. Again, flux later on. Guess what? We can grow it. So we got our 2 engineering presses now. We can now craft this. So, how you want to set this up is you want this. We need one of these. So, place your ME controller wherever you want. That is basically where everything is going to stem off of, so make sure there's a bit of room around it. Next to it, you want to place one of your ME drives. Again, you might want multiple ME drives, depending on how much storage you want. Alright, so again, leave space around it. If you end up building the farm that we do make later on in the tutorial, you will need quite a bit of space, because you will need quite a bit of drives. Then, you want the energy acceptor on the other side. You want to take your flux ME crystal, place it, and then you want to put your crafting terminal here. And that is a very basic setup. Now, you'll normally have a furnator here, and that will just straight power that. So, what we'll do is we're going to remove... Does someone want to move the breeding chamber?
I'll
You
come deal
wouldn't?
with that 1 second.
Take all your stuff to your base location. Furnace is going to be here. Put your coal back inside, and then it's going to power your whole system. Just like that. And then what you want is your inscriber and your charger next to each other. And if you are unsure how to power these things, you don't need an energy acceptor for these machines. What you do need is the power cables we were talking about before. So we scroll back down to the power mod. Energy cable starter. That's what we need. So what do we need? We need iron nugs. We need some capacitors. I mean, it's tiny. And we need some of these. And 12 power cables. That's that easy. And what you want to do is start from here, place it there, and now these two are charged too. Okay, that's great. You can right click this terminal, and as you can see, this is your basic format. We can't put anything in there just yet because we haven't made the ME storage drives. This is where things get a little bit more expensive, and where you might need to do a bit more mining and the basic stuff, you know. But it is very worth it. So we're going to make we're going to go through the steps, but we're going to make a 4K to start with, to put all of our modded stuff inside the system to make the tutorial easier. So, we are going to need 3 of these, 3 gold ingots, 3 silicon. We need our presses, we need our redstone. What we're going to do is, even though I just walked back there, we're going to go back. Back to the inscriber. We're going to get our logic press. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to make our silicon ones. 1, 2, 3. Goal in mind, if we go back to our implied energetics, to make these 1K storage systems. Put those in the bottom, put those in the top. 1, 2, 3. Then we get 3 logic processors. Now, crafting terminal works in this. So, 1, 2, and that's 3. That's 1K storage cells, and basically I'm going to combine it with these as well, which we'll get to in just a second. After we make our first 4K, we just need the calculation press, which is Let's one of these ones. Get another silicon. Quest complete magic. And we make our 4K. Boom. Now we need to make one of these, which we need some more of the quartz glass from before. There's your crafting recipe. What you do is you chuck that in there, you chuck your storage component in there, and boom, 4K storage. What you do with this is you chuck in your ME drive, just shift click, and boom, we have storage. Now, it is important to note that you can only put 63 types of items per storage. That is going to be a limiting factor. But you can put a 4,096 bytes worth of those items in your storage. Now, we can chuck all of our modded stuff used for crafting in here. And what you can do with this is, like, for example, you can just auto draw things when you need to craft them. Very useful. Put those in there as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to get all the stuff from before, which was from the power mod, in that chest, and check it in there too. Skystone clay. Yep. Don't need dark stone. Need that. If you ever want to understand your storage from a quick glance, blue means that it's currently in use. So, for example, we have 31 items in there so far, and 1,000 of the storage has been used. So, 1,000 items is currently in the storage. If it's red, it means it's full. If it's orange, that means the amount of different types of items has been hit. If it's green, it's not currently in use. This little coloured button here. Don't forget to keep putting coal in here, for example, because like right now we're out, and as soon as that drains the power, we can no longer access this, which is actually not great. Obviously, coal, charcoal, blaze rods, blaze powder, not blaze powder, lava buckets, all work in the Furnator to power it. So here, before everything dies, lovely. Now, it's important to also note about the power systems is that they will store energy. So when you run out, you have a small buffer of time. They store energy, and so does your computer system, right? So you will have a bit of time in between to make sure that you can, for example, if you have coal in here, you search coal, which we don't, you have a little bit of time to grab coal, put it in there. But that's a side tangent. Increase your storage. You follow the steps that I did before to craft this. Obviously, if you need to mine more, you need to mine more. That will be a bit of a common thing until we get the farm going. And to show you when the crystals are ready, as you can see, we have the tick on the pickaxe over here. If we mine this, we get a couple of the crystals. Wait. This block, if it looks like this, that means they will no longer grow crystals, or any of the crystals attached will not grow anymore. So you can mine those. They will give you dust if they're not fully grown, and you can mine the block as well. But then you're crafting, and you'll get 4 more crystals out of it. These will continue to grow because they do not look like the other block. Now, what I'll do off camera is expand that storage. We'll move all of this into there eventually once we have enough resources for it. Thank you for the last minute hydrate, which I don't have a drink near me at all. Oh look, water. There we go. So yeah, that is the beginning on how to set up the storage system. Also ran through a couple of other mods and basics of that. And yeah, we will make this a continuous series. We will stream it on the Twitch, upload the videos to YouTube. We'll probably go a bit more into the Pokemon stuff next time, because that's, again, all hidden in a Discord behind a paywall.